Someone gifted me this blanket making kit. As you can see, it's supposed to be like a finger knitting kit. So let's open it up and see what it comes with. Ta-da! Oh, it's just a box of yarn. The reason I was like very intrigued by this kit was because it's only $35 and it makes a whole blanket, and every blanket I have crocheted has been like well into the 80s to $100. It is a finger knitting or like a hand knitting, I don't know what it's called, but I've never done something like that. I'm also really excited to try out a new stitch. Oh no, I hate this material. I'm a textures girly. This is that material you wash once and it becomes like, ugh. I can already feel like it's the texture that makes your hands feel like your dry skin. It's fine. It's fine. I'll gift the blanket if I don't like it. Let's try to go over the instructions because it seems pretty straightforward. There's only like 9 steps. Oh, it has washing. Oh, it is machine washable. Yes. Okay, it's saying it's Chanel. Chenille? Shit. I don't know. Step 1. Oh god. What? The way that this is. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's like tied in a way to make it easier for you. The little like extra steps. I love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, that I don't love. Why is it literally going through the yarn? Oh, I hated that. Let me regroup. Step 1, create a slipped overhand knot. Okay, I did that. Huh? How'd you get from step 1 to step 2? Wait. Okay, that's the end. That's this end. You're telling me you brought it down and over like this, and then pulled this. Oh, it's just a knot. I'm just not used to the terms. Step 2, make 22 single. Okay, but like, can you, I wish they would, how big of a loop? Okay, I'm just gonna go with this size, I guess. So I'm basically chaining. So I'm guessing this is chaining, right? 1. It's kind of hard to do without the hook. Like, I'm so used to crochet. Okay, this, I take it back. The way that this is organized pisses me off. It feels like I'm ripping the yarn and it's gonna get tangled. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it does say 3 inches tall. I just didn't read completely. Also, I just lost count. Are these 3 inches tall? Yeah. 5. I bet you there's some instructions on how to undo the yarn too, and I just didn't read it. Let go. Oh my, it's taking me longer to undo the ball of yarn. This is so frustrating. 6, 7, 8. The first time I crocheted, I had to start over a bunch of times, and I feel like this is going to be one of those moments. 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to fight the yarn first. You can wear it to hold it in place. Ah, I already lost count. Let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22. Oh, okay, so it's actually going to be a pretty big blanket. I was worried about the size because it said size may vary based off of like your stitching, but apparently I'm doing a I would say a twin-sized blanket. Next, lay the chain flat on a table with your yarn going back towards the slip knot. Huh? Okay, it's saying I have to lay it out flat on a table. Not possible. So basically work back in the loops doing basically the same thing. Okay, occasionally I'll find this and you have to like, that feels wrong. I think it's literally just like sewn in and then cut. So I go into this 3-inch loop. I'm taking this like this, and then I'm basically just looping in it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a workout, mainly because this guy. Give me my yarn. Stop giving me tension. Does the loop start here or does it start here? I don't. Okay, I think I made the first one's too big. I need them to be consistent or else I'm going to start over 50 billion times. It's better to start over now. 1 loop, 2 loops, 3. It's actually really easy to do, and I can tell it's not going to hurt my carpal tunnel like normal crochet does, which is really, really nice. So maybe I should start opting for finger crocheting or whatever this is more often. Also, the material is starting to grow on me, even though I know 1 or 2 washes it's going to get like gross and I'm going to hate it. Am I doing it right? Because look, it can just come out. I'm not doing this right, am I? No, I am. So literally you have to keep this on the table because one wrong move and she's done. I see. It's not like normal crochet. Okay. That just upped the anxiety for sure. No worries. No stress. This is supposed to be fun. 18, 19. What? We're off to a great start. Oh. We'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, fine. We'll start over. I bet you I didn't chain enough. No, but I remember singing 21 and then hitting 22. 22, 23, 24. What? I clearly can't count chains. So 1, 2, 3, 21, 22. Ooh, what the heliantes? 22. We got a 23, a 24. Hold on. I can't. This is really hard for me. I'm an idiot, I think. What is happening here? 22, 24 apparently is what we're going with. I don't know what's going on. Okay, whatever. I quit. I got it to work and all it took was turning off the camera. Anyways, let's see the next step. Okay, it's basically to do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. Okay, so basically just continue it for 36 to 40 rows. I'm just gonna keep going until I get a full blanket and I use up all the yarn. Like this, I definitely think I might have to redo this just because I'm not a fan of the loops. Like, I think I keep getting bigger as I go. Like, look at this one versus... I don't know. This shouldn't take too long. I'm going to put on a show. And so essentially just keep weaving back and forth for all of those rows. I'm going to keep going until I run out of yarn because I have no other purpose for this yarn. And hopefully I don't miss a stitch and hopefully I don't lose count because clearly I am struggling to count to 22. But with that, I'll be back with some updates as I go. All right, this is what she's looking like. The only thing is, as you can tell, the end is done, which means I need to start the next ball of yarn. But the issue is, or the thing that I'm a little concerned about, is it only did 4 rows plus the 5th one, which is the chain. So that means I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn, and I think I'm doing too loose of chains because I'm looking at the box, and the one on the box, the thing is I think the box one has thicker yarn. So I'm kind of a little skeptical about whether or not it's going to turn out right. I think I'm just going to go with what I'm doing right now. And then if worse comes to worse, I'll start over because that took me like 10 minutes, not even. But because I am at the end of my yarn, I want to join. So let's follow the instructions and join. All right, I started off by struggling with this yarn and undoing it, and then I went through and just tried to use the join that they said, but eventually I realized at the end, after spending like 15 minutes trying to figure it out, A, it took forever, B, it wastes a lot of yarn, and C, a normal knot just does the job a lot better in my opinion. Oh, that feels a little wasteful, no? I want to waste less. I'm going to keep these little ends because I have a feeling I'm going to be undoing this blanket very soon because I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough yarn for a full blanket. Tying a normal knot would have been better, no? Like, because now this has to go into here. Now I have 2 loops here. I don't like this. I'm going to do my own. This is so hard to undo. It like molds into itself. Come on. Let's just do a normal knot. Like, see, there we go. And then I can cut those off later. So I'm gonna go with it for now, but if I find it looks weird or something later on, then I'll probably switch it. But I think that works better. Okay, I started making smaller loops down here, and I definitely prefer this pattern over that. And I think I think that it will help me with making sure that the blanket actually is the right size, because this is about half of what the blanket is supposed to be, and I have only got 2 more things of yarn. So what I'm gonna do is start the next one with that, and then as I run out, I'll just grab the tail end of this and unwind it. That way it stays organized. And also I'm going to start to cut the ends of the ties. They were here somewhere, they're gone now, but I do need to cut those ends, so I'll do that as I redo the work, now that I know this looks a lot better and I know what I'm doing. So let's do that. Okay, someone cue the Mulan soundtracks because I got down to business. Okay, like not even 10 minutes later, this is how much I've gotten. The thing is, this is 1.5 balls of yarn. So I feel like she's going to be short again, even though the loops are definitely tighter than those. I don't know about this one. We'll see. All right, this is as big as the blanket's got, and while it looks big on camera, it's about 4 feet. Basically, if I were to wear it, either my head's sticking out or my feet are sticking out. It's not as big as I wanted it to be, which is really annoying. I know there's a lot of yarn there, but that's to finish it. So I think I might buy a second kit. I guess that's the con of buying a kit. You kind of have to buy a second one in order to adjust the size, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna finish it until I get that second kit. I hired my next box, so let's get to finishing the blanket. I had the force of a great typhoon because that blanket got done in a couple of hours. All right, following the instructions, it says, so essentially just pulling loop 1 through loop 2, and then making my way down. Okay, I think I can do this. It's really actually so simple. You just create this loop in this one, then take this one and pull the other one through it, and you just keep repeating that. My only issue is, look, it tells you to save half of the thing, and now I feel like I should undo it and make another. Whatever, you don't need half, you need like 1 row's worth. Now take the end of the yarn and loop it through this one and tie a knot. Well, considering I don't have an end of the yarn, okay, ta-da! And then I will tie a knot just in case. Actually, I'm gonna do a few. I didn't realize how easy knitting just like undoes itself. With crochet, you gotta like tug a little bit, and like you can get away with a few mistakes. With this, it's game over. Ta-da! The blanket is done. Wait, let me finish this end as well. It didn't say anything about this loose end. The fuzz is in my nose. Just tie a few of these, just in case. Although it is a knot, so it should be fine. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make a great skirt. Oh wait, does it expose? Does it not wrap around fully? Hold on. Oh no! Is it gonna make a great... Yes! Dun, da, da, da. Okay, the reason I love this is look at how thick and plush it is. Hold on, we gotta do a reveal. The blanket's adorable, but my outfit wasn't, and this was my attempt at trying to hide it, but also didn't feel like changing, so here it is. Now, was this kit worth it? I would say yes. Okay, for $35, you can make a cute blanket. It can be a throw, or you can make it a little skinnier and a little bit taller, and it will actually work like a proper blanket. Or maybe it was just my way of stitching that just made it not work, which is why I ended up buying 2 kits. But even at $70, this is still cheaper than a lot of my crochet projects. It also came with really good instructions, and honestly only took me a couple of hours outside of all of the redos. I know I don't personally like the material, and I make a very big point of that, but everyone else who has used this blanket has loved it. Okay, now for the outro. I didn't want to show my face or my outfit, but I did want to do something cute, and it ended up with this, and it is horrific, and I had to keep it. I am off to enjoy it. Like, I full on face planted into this blanket. There's fuzz flying everywhere. Also, stay tuned because I am going to do something with the remaining yarn.